You've probably spotted more than one flying machine floating around Sub's world these past few months. Flying machines are redstone contraptions that are actually pretty simple to make. All it takes is some pistons, observers, and a block like slime or honey, and you can travel the skies. So today, we're zooming through 9 creative uses for flying machines in Minecraft. Enough of leaving those machines lying around. Time to put them to use to make your world that more efficient and fun. Number 1. Bulk delivery. We know that flying machines are great for moving yourself. That's the reason most people end up creating one. But did you know, Sub, you can combine them with a bunch of new items too? Take honey for example. Because entities will stick to honey, it can be a great way to create a flying machine that also works as a delivery machine. You said earlier you wanted to move houses, right? Currently you live on this huge mountain, but you want to build a new base on the other side of the gorge. It's easy enough to get yourself across, but going back and forth 100 times for all your item chests is gonna get tiresome. Simply attach a few minecart chests onto your honey base flying machine and create a stopping point at both ends of the gorge. Now you can fill up 4 to 5 times as many items as you would be able to carry normally. Put them into the chests and send it flying across to your new home. Number 2. Drifting machine. Steve took it upon himself to sneak into your house. Now he's stealing your diamonds, Sub. Sub? Sub, what are you doing? Okay, now he's burning down your entire house. Sub, why are you petting those baby mobs? Can you not hear me? Steve is destroying everything. Oh, so you finally decided to check. Yep, see? He's destroyed everything. What? Oh, so now it's my fault, huh? Perhaps you should take your anger out on Steve instead. Track him down and wait until he goes AFK, the most vulnerable position that a player can be in. Build a flying machine around him and trigger it. Make sure it's lined up quite high with no obstacles and activate. Steve doesn't have that many good builds to destroy anyway, so the best punishment is wasting his time and confusing him. Bye, Steve. Number 3. Rocket and roll. Now that Steve's been dealt with, let's really get cooking. Flying machines don't have to go sideways, you know. They can also be used to go high into the sky. How's your plan to create a giant space agency and slowly dominate the universe going, Sub? Now's your time to create a real working rocket. Just prepare everything exactly how you would, but in a vertical fashion, rather than horizontally. Hit the button and blast off. Speaking of hidden buttons, Sub, did you know that only a very small percentage of our viewers are actually subscribed to the channel? I know, it's crazy. Maybe you're just not good enough for them. Aw, Sub, I was only kidding. I'm sure they just forgot. If you do like this video, then consider subscribing to Sub's World and sticking around for a while. Number 4. Pool Crosser. Nether journeys can be quite annoying, and having enough fire resistance potions on you at all times can take so long that some people think that it's just not worth it to try and get over those huge pools of lava. Sure enough though, flying machines will do the trick here. While flying machines are very rarely built in the Nether, mainly because there's a lack of resources and a lot of winding netherrack walls. But if you're only using it to get across an open chasm of lava, then it's the perfect tool for the job. Flying machines can also be helpful in the end. After all, finding an end city can be a long job, especially going from island to island. Having a straight, streamlined pathway across the dimension will surely minimize your scouting time, provided a ghast doesn't see you. Number 5. Minigame Madness. We know that the best games have a few moving parts, so what would be better than calling Steve and getting him to play a new game with you? Wait, where's Steve gone? Oh yeah, there we go. This minigame uses hoppers as item catchers, while the entire area is split between red and blue team. Platforms highlight where each player should stand, and then triggering a side-to-side flying machine, you can create a sort of blocker that prevents items you drop from going in. Simply set a timer and begin shooting your chosen item. The chest will add up the items and send a pulse to the scoreboard. Why not even try this as a dropper? And take turns seeing if you can aim to land on the moving slime blocks. I bet you can't. Oh, I guess you can. Number 6. Parkour Flatforms. Sometimes players will add some moving obstacles to their parkour maps. You've made a few of these yourself, Sub. Alternating pistons that push a block in and out of a wall, creating a platform. But what about if you automated this and widened the scope a little bit more? Create a set of identical flying machines going across whichever set of parkour gaps you want Steve to jump across. Add your own static platforms in between them to create a set of hurdles that you'll need to time perfectly to get across. You can make the gaps as big or as small as you want to make them more difficult. You could even use honey if you want the players to have some more difficulty catching enough speed for their next jump. There's nothing better than seeing you get some sweet, sweet revenge on Steve. He's been more than mischievous this week, so let's make sure he gets what's coming to him. If this video gets 35,000 likes, then you're gonna make sure that Steve never tries to mess with you again with an epic prank. One straight out of your epic prank vault, containing only the greatest of the great pranks. Number 7. Submarine. The vast oceans of the Minecraft world can be harsh and full of dangers, especially now that creatures like the Drown and Guardians lurk around various structures. You might want to consider forgetting those water-breathing potions. Forget boats. They're both boring and overdone. Get into the water and make a flying machine out of pistons and honey. Don't forget the observers. For this build, we're using honey at each corner to create a sort of capsule area for the player. Using a trapdoor next to the observer, you can jump on, crouch, and then trigger the door. Doing this will clip you into the honey block base, while the trapdoor will keep water from coming into your space, meaning you can now travel and breathe air while submerged. This would be great for locating the mysterious sea temple, or sneaking up to an island undetected. Number 8. The Flying Army. Why stop at one flying machine? You could make as many of these as you wanted. Oh, it looks like Steve is back. Here to ruin the fun, are you? Psst, Sub. If you really want to scare Steve away, you might want to consider creating your flying army facing his base, and then send all of them like a squadron of fighter pilots to scare him. You may even want to time the flying machines to create some sort of air show, or spell out a letter. Maybe even give them all multiple purposes. Have one flying machine raining TNT down atop everything that Steve has built, while the other one could simply be delivering some carrots to a player that doesn't annoy you all the time. There, your revenge is finally yours, Sub. But perhaps we've been a bit harsh on poor Steve. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. While you're down there, let us know what other ideas you might have for Sub's World videos. Number 9. Bamboo Collector. Pandas are super cute. In fact, I've decided to spawn you in a room with lots of cute baby pandas just so you can enjoy yourself for a moment. Now they're gone. You want them back? Well then, maybe use a flying machine to help the pandas. Bamboo stalks grow very tall, but these pandas haven't got the time to wait around to climb up these huge stalks. So it's time to create a device that will automatically harvest them. A flying machine can rarely be stopped unless the redstone messes up or some obsidian gets in the way. Making it so a flying machine goes back and forth infinitely is a perfect way to create a bamboo farm. As bamboo grows quickly, it needs something almost unstoppable to cut across the farm every few seconds to chop down those stalks. And now you can feed all the pandas you want. Well, if you didn't want to make a flying machine before, I'm sure you all do now. Who knew what an incredibly large amount of things they could help achieve? Stopping you burning in lava, shooting you up to space, even terraforming your entire world. They should make these in real life. They could help so many people.